you want to ask me a question, then you're welcome. Otherwise, I'll start speaking. And I think I got somebody else here very early today. Okay. Any questions? Okay, let me start then. Okay, look. Last week, okay, right then.
I'll be back.
Come and
Thank
go.
you.
All right. I'll see you back if you come. And if I'm here as well. Okay, anyway. So this is to my Indian brothers there. Okay. This is Speaker's Corner, freedom of speech. Okay, and freedom of speech mostly it is on Sundays, right? And people can start as early as they want. They can start at 9 o'clock in the morning, and sometimes they keep on speaking up to 12 o'clock midnight, up to 1 o'clock in the morning. Okay, as long as people stay within the regulations, they have the freedom of speech. And in Speaker's Corner, we have many different speakers. As you see on the other side, where I'm standing, on the other side, there are some speakers who are just coming, have reached there, and they are getting ready to speak what they want to speak about. And I'm a Muslim speaker, of course, many times. Today as well, I am the first speaker in Speaker's Corner, but still MistaRax TV is the champion. Why? He always seems to beat us. He comes in number one. Okay, so he's number one person to come here in Speaker's Corner. Plus, he's the first person of all these different YouTube channels. He comes here first, early in the morning, and he stays very late.
Catch me on my ones.
His number of his subscribers keeps on increasing. Why? Because he gives people to see lots of different YouTube, people speaking about, people debating about different subjects, different topics. You know, people talking about Islam, people talking about Christianity, people talking about Judaism, people talking about Brexit, people talking about race relations, people talking about slavery. You know, so many different subjects. So can you imagine what an important job, you know, we do as speakers, what an important job these website channels they do, because there are so many people in the world who want to come here, but they cannot come to Speaker's Corner. And what they can do is, whilst they are at home, while they are in their hotels, while they are, you know, out and about, they can see these YouTubes, the ones they want, you know. They can see these and see what goes on, experience what goes on Speaker's Corner, what people talk about in Speaker's Corner, what people debate about in Speaker's Corner, you know. And there we are. As a Muslim, as a speaker, I come here to speak. And because I'm a speaker, and over the years, you know, when I start speaking, I can carry on speaking till I lose my voice. So there we are. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Speaker's Corner. Good morning. Anybody got a question for me? Otherwise, as I'm a speaker, I'll carry on. Okay, I'll carry on. Last week, unfortunately, we had a drunk, a person who had consumed alcohol and who, after consuming alcohol, he managed to reach Speaker's Corner. And when he managed to reach Speaker's Corner, he still had 2 bottles of alcohol with him. One in his hand and one in his pocket. He threw one bottle away, then he took out the other bottle of alcohol from his pockets. So now we realize he had 2. But the thing is, that same person who drank alcohol last Sunday, he went over the limit, and whilst he was in Speaker's Corner, it was not a good experience. It was a very bad experience for me, for the other speakers as well. Okay, now what he did was disgusting. What that person who drank alcohol, went over the limit, became drunk, was disgraceful. Why? Because because he was spitting at one of our famous
Mr. IC3.
He was spitting at one of our famous Mr. IC3 speaker who has been coming here for a number of years. You know, a gentleman of African origin, a gentleman. And the person who was drunk as well, he was also African origin, you know, and yet one was spitting on the other one. Why? As a result of alcohol. Now let me tell you, gentlemen, I won't repeat myself, okay, what I was speaking about last week, but I'll carry on this subject because it seems to be very important. Now, ladies and gentlemen, in beautiful United Kingdom, drinking alcohol is not against the law, but going over the limit and, for example, starting to drive a vehicle, not allowed. Why? It is an offense. Drinking and driving is an offense. Let me tell you, the alcohol problem in the world, ladies and gentlemen, in the year 2016, the World Health Organization, WHO, they tell us in the year 2016, more than 3 million human beings, they died. Why? Because they used to drink alcohol, and as a result of drinking alcohol, they got one of the more than 200 diseases, medical conditions, and they died. More than 3 million in 1 year, 2016. Let me tell you another one. Out of these more than 3 million, did you know in 1 year, more than 500,000 Russians in 1 year, they die. Why? Because of alcohol. And let me tell you, let me finish this. Let me finish this very important subject. And let me tell you, in Russia, a quarter of the Russian men, they die before the age of 55 years old. Why? They consume alcohol as a result of that. Let me tell you another figure. Ladies and gentlemen, you're a Christian speaker. I'm talking about a very important subject. Let me finish this, then I'll come to you. Okay, let me tell you, the World Health Organization, they tell us every 10 seconds, one human being dies. Why? Because of alcohol. Every 10 seconds, one human being dies. Why? Because of alcohol.
Can I get
because of alcohol. Because of abuse of alcohol.
It's
not the same thing.
Pardon?
It's not the same thing. The use of alcohol is not the matter. It's the abuse of alcohol.
But is there due to alcohol?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you put a bottle of beer, it doesn't kill a man.
Okay.
A man that starts to drink that beer for many hours, many times a day, that kills a man, not the alcohol.
Listen, in the year 2013, before the year 2013, thank you for joining in. Before the year 2013, in Russia, beer was not treated as alcohol. But from the year 2013, in Russia, even beer, from the year 2013 onwards, even in Russia, they started treating beer also as alcohol. So, when I gave you the figure that the World Health Organization, they say more than 3 million human beings, or young men, women, they died of alcohol because of alcohol. Sir, are those figures of World Health Organization correct? Yes or no?
That's a nice question.
Okay, another thing. You talk about alcohol I'm talking about alcohol. Okay. Now, let me ask, I had a debate a few years ago with an MBBS gentleman doctor. Here, I had a debate with an MBBS lady doctor a few years ago. Here, okay. And they said that alcohol is good. Why? You can also treat people. But when I asked them, both of them, different occasions, when I asked both of the MBBS doctors, is alcohol good? You know what they said? No. And let me tell you what a PhD Muslim doctor in a very famous hospital in this country said in Speaker's Corner, whilst I was speaking about alcohol. Why? Because sometimes people ask me questions, so we would talk about alcohol, and some people were arguing with me. Maybe because I was a Muslim, maybe they thought I wasn't dressed properly, maybe they thought I wasn't that much qualified, or maybe I was uneducated. So some people were arguing with me. So a PhD Palestinian Arab doctor in Speaker's Corner about 10, 11 years ago, he spoke out. He said, yes, I am a PhD doctor. And he said he was in an emergency ward in a hospital in this country, famous hospital. And he said, yes, alcohol is a problem. Why? They end up drink alcohol, they end up in emergency wards, day or night. What do? They waste the time of the doctors, they waste the time of the nurses. What do? They waste the time of the patients who really require urgent medical attention. Okay? Another figure, every year, the World Health Organization tells us, WHO tells us, every year, 1 out of 20, the World Health Organization tells us that out of every 20 people who die in the world, 1 dies because of alcohol. Okay?
Not about the use of alcohol. You keep saying that it's because of alcohol.
Okay, not because of the use of alcohol.
It's about the abuse of alcohol.
Okay, alcohol, yes. Alcohol, yes.
But not the alcohol per se. It's just the abuse of alcohol that creates a problem.
Because of alcohol, yes.
No, not because that. I can guarantee you that if I start drinking just one beer,
are you more qualified than the World Health Organization, the doctors and so on?
No, I'm not.
Then you seem to be refuting their claims.
No, I'm not refuting their claims.
Are they right?
I don't think they are completely right.
Let me tell you, one of those gentlemen, World Health Organization Assistant Director General. He was a Norwegian doctor. Who? A Norwegian doctor from Norway. He was the World Health Organization Assistant Secretary General. He said in the year 2012, 2013, in 1 year, he said more than, in that year, he said more than 3.3 million human beings died. Old, young, men, women. Why? Because of alcohol. Now he was a doctor, medical doctor.
She was a medical doctor.
She was.
She was.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Okay, she was. Okay. Now she was. Thank you for correcting me. Okay, she was. But you agree she was from Norway?
Yes.
Thank you very much. Okay, Assistant Director General. Yes, Assistant Director General. Okay, there we are. Now, was she right? She was a doctor.
But I don't think this is the mattering. You keep saying that alcohol is the problem. For example,
let me give you another
Let me
figure.
give you an example.
Yeah,
a lot of people die because of obesity. You know,
no,
obesity.
we are talking about alcohol.
No, we are talking general.
No.
Use of
Alcohol. Let me
substance.
carry on. I can talk about an hour. I'm talking about alcohol. Okay, I'm educated as well. I can speak. Let me tell you, alcohol.
That creates a
Let
problem.
me tell you, alcohol. Did you know morning, sir. Did you know alcohol in the 1920s and the 1930s in the USA, United States of America, they tried to make it illegal.
Yeah.
Illegal.
That's the prohibition.
Okay, brother. Let me just finish. Thank you very much. Okay. In the 1920s and in the 1930s in the United States of America, they made it illegal, alcohol illegal. And you know what they did? They poisoned alcohol. The government, the authorities, they poisoned alcohol. But some people still drank it. And did you know more than 10,000 Americans died? Why? They drank that alcohol which was poison. Because they used so much alcohol, you know. They took a chance and they died. More than 10,000. Okay. Now, why did they in America, supposed to be the biggest democratic in the country in the world?
Because there wasn't a regulation on alcohol.
Pardon?
When you don't have a regulation on alcohol, when you try to forbid something, you cannot forbid entirely a thing. That's the same problem with, I don't know, smart drugs in all of the country.
Can I ask you one thing?
Yeah.
Answer my question. Thank you for joining us. Is alcohol good? Yes or no?
You are saying universally good?
In a country, in an area, universally, in a continent. My question to you is alcohol good?
It depends on how you use it.
It depends.
It depends. You can say
Just say
something
yes or no,
is
is alcohol
absolutely good or
okay,
evil.
let me tell you, in our Quran, we Muslims are lucky. Why? In our Quran, which was revealed more than 1400 years ago, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the creator, he tells us in many ayahs, many verses of our Quran that alcohol, khamr, is haram. Haram means prohibited, not allowed.
I am Muslim. Give us verses in Quran.
I will. If you are a Muslim, be more patient. I will.
Spell it out right now.
I
Quran
will.
Never says alcohol is haram.
Excuse me.
Never. Give me one.
Excuse me.
Give me one verses in Quran that tells Muslims. Quran says that.
Allahu Akbar.
Give me one verse.
Of all people, Muslim.
I am
Is this Sham? Is this Iraq?
Listen.
Is this Yemen?
No. People
Okay.
like you basically painted a very bad picture about Islam. That's a problem.
Oh.
When you stand here and you declare that alcohol is haram in the Quran, that's not true.
Okay.
It is not true.
Okay. Let me ask you, is it good?
God just directed us to be away from alcohol.
Okay.
It's bad for you. Just stay
Is
away
it
from
bad?
it. But never said
Okay.
alcohol is haram.
Okay. As a Muslim, can you drink it?
You have Quran in your bag, I think.
Okay, excuse me. You'll be
Just
on. Excuse me. You will be on YouTube, okay? And you claim to be a Muslim, and you just stop and you listen, and you.
I never declare that in the Quran that says alcohol is haram.
Excuse
Show
me.
me one verse in the Quran that shows.
It is, I don't know what I'm
answer his
speaking
question.
about.
You want everybody
I
to
will.
answer your question.
I
But
will.
why don't you answer
I
his
will,
question?
madam. I will.
No, you just said,
I
excuse
will.
me, you don't want to
He's
answer.
asking me a question.
I
you
speak
don't
Arabic.
say.
I speak Arabic. I can translate.
Allahu Akbar. He's slightly misguided. Why? He thinks this Muslim
Misguided
speaker
because
doesn't
you
know.
say so.
No.
You have the way.
Excuse me, madam.
No, now you are excusing me.
What? Why you spoke when he was speaking?
Why
So the
don't you
man of
answer
God,
his
when
question?
people are- Madam,
Why don't you answer his question? He asked you one thing.
Just open the
Answer.
Quran and
Okay,
let's
why
see.
don't you give me a chance, madam? I'm a Muslim. What do you believe in?
That doesn't matter
Are
what
you
I believe
Christian?
in. Just answer the man's
Madam, I
question.
will. Are you a Christian? Let me tell you.
You don't
in the
need
first
to
book
know.
of Timothy. I will. Okay, I will. Did I say no? I've been here since the 1980s. I've never run away. Okay, I will. Okay, madam, if you are a Christian, you spoke, let me tell you, in any Bible, in the first book of Timothy, chapter 2, verses 9 to 12, 9, 10, 11, 12, it says, I do not allow a woman to speak or teach. she must be silenced.
Shut up.
Look, what do you mean shut up?
Okay.
I'm not telling a British to shut up.
Okay, say something.
Excuse me, it's in the Bible.
What year is it now? What year is it? You can't say so. It's
Okay, tell me, I'm British. Which country you come from, madam?
Why do you answer a question by another
Educated.
question?
Excuse me, which country you come from?
That doesn't matter.
Yeah, you don't
You're
tell us
human being, I'm
British
human being.
because we are educated. We know what we are speaking about.
It doesn't matter.
Well, it doesn't matter. You're hiding the name of your country. You're hiding the name of your country. I'm telling you, I'm British.
Why
We are
is it
educated.
important? Why is it important?
What?
It's not important where I come from or what beliefs I have. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
I am a human being.
I know you are a human being. I'm wearing glasses. Okay, I'm wearing glasses. Okay, don't worry. If I ask you, which I am telling you, I am Pakistani British. So if I ask you which country you come from, are you trying to hide the name of your country? No problem. Let me come back to you. I said in our Quran, Allah tells us alcohol, khamar is not allowed, is prohibited. In many ayahs.
I don't know what Quran you're talking about. Quran, which all Muslims are using, it does not say alcohol haram.
Can't you listen to the speaker?
No.
Have you just come out of
You're
Yemen?
Muslim, right? You have a Quran in your bag. Open it up and listen.
Don't worry, be quiet, listen to the speaker now. You said something, let the speaker answer you. You keep
You're
on
misguiding people, that's a problem. You're misguiding
Allahu Akbar! If you think the Muslims are misguided, how can you be a Muslim? Okay? Now, let us people like you come out as ISIS. Okay? People like you come out as terrorists. Okay? Not us. We are Muslims. Okay? We know our Quran.
There you go,
Anyway,
mate. So we've got any moves? Any kung fu moves?
in our Quran, there are many ayahs, verses which tell us alcohol is prohibited, not allowed, including in Surah Al-Ma'idah. What I didn't know. In Surah Al-Ma'idah, the table spread, Surah chapter number 5, ayah, verse number 90. And then, is alcohol khamar good or not? Another example is Surah Al-Baqarah. In Surah Al-Baqarah, the chapter by the name of the cow. Surah Al-Baqarah, Surah chapter number 2, ayah, verse number 219. Verse number 219. Allah said more than 1400 years ago, alcohol is haram, prohibited, not allowed. Why? Because there is more harm in it than good.